With an increasing trend of Muslim modeling agencies and the rise of social media, Somali women and East African women more broadly have become internationally known for their beauty and unique looks. But what really is at the root of this intrigue? Are Somali and other East African women becoming increasingly desirable? And if so, what are the real reasons behind this attraction? That is what we're going to be
In an
looking at in this
increasingly
video.
whitewashed global beauty culture, one that has long pushed traditional African beauty standards to the margin, many people assume that East African women are admired primarily for a narrow set of features, those thinner noses, looser hair, and caramel-toned complexions. These features are often framed as exceptional, as if they exist apart from Africa rather than within it. But this idea is deeply incomplete. East Africa and the Horn of Africa in particular is one of the most diverse regions on the continent. Somali women, Ethiopian women, Eritrean women, Rwandan women, and many others exist across a wide spectrum of features. Darker skin, curlier hair, broader or rounder noses do not make someone less Somali or less East African. Among Somali communities such as the Haween, Majitin, Merehan, Rahawain, and many others, you will find immense variations in complexion, hair texture, facial structure, and body type. You also have the coastal communities such as the Manadiri, Barawe, Shanshi, and many others whose appearance reflects centuries of trade, migration, and interconnection with Arab and South Asian worlds. Their diversity is not an exception, it is part of Somali history.
Historical photographs tells this story clearly. Before the popularity of skin whitening products, Somali women commonly had naturally bronze, deep tan, and rich brown complexions, beautiful and unhidden. Genetics further supports this diversity. Now let's look at genetics. Somali genetics contains components within the Y and MT DNA, or paternal and maternal DNA, that encompasses all kinds of diverse African features within it. This means a Somali woman, like many other African descendants, is able to give birth to children with every feature and carry immense variation across both maternal and paternal lines. Somali women, Somali people, like other Africans, are capable of expressing a wide range of human features. So, let's return now to the central question. Are Somali women and East African women only considered attractive because of this perceived uniqueness that separates them from African features? Perhaps some believe that, but I believe that the real secret to East African women's beauty lies deeper into their culture, tradition, and feminine practices.
Let's return to the central question. Are Somali and East African women only considered attractive because of this perceived uniqueness that separates them from African features? Perhaps some people believe that, but I believe that the real secret to East African women and Somali attractiveness and beauty lies much deeper into the culture, the traditions, and the feminine practices of these regions. Take Swahili women, for example, especially those from the coastal region of Tanzania. Swahili women are known for taking great care of both their appearance and their homes through the use of natural creams, powders, oils, herbs, and more. They tailor colorful fitted clothing and dress with intention. Beauty is not defined by their thinness, but how beautifully and confidently a woman can feel into her garments, as is common throughout much of Africa. Western standards do not apply here. Women ensure that their homes and their bodies are always scented, clean, and inviting. Places of comfort, peace, tranquility, and beauty. This is not vanity, it is actual, genuine care. But it goes far beyond physical appearance. In Somali communities, motherhood holds an elevated and honored position. A mother is regarded almost like a queen. Children are often referred to not only by their father's lineage, but by their hoyos name, the son of or the daughter of a particular woman. A child's good character and achievement becomes a reflection of the mother's patience and sacrifice and devotion into her children. And when it comes to marriage, East African women are not afraid to be feminine or to serve their husbands. They understand that this softness is actually a certain amount of feminine power and strength. They use that warmth, care, and emotional intelligence to actually become spoiled and to maintain this harmony and influence within their households and even over their husbands themselves. They cook elaborate meals, tend carefully to their homes, and make the bed a sacred place of peace and rest for their husbands, almost like a palace. Wood is burned to keep the space smelling fresh. Soft cushions are arranged, snacks prepared, and the atmosphere is kept calm and welcoming. Sometimes through a pleasant conversation, and sometimes just through the peace and quiet of space. And I've been told this many times that in the good food, pleasant smells, and knowing when to give space is the true way to actually capture a man's heart. Is it really, ladies? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Conversations are often wrapped in gentle smiles, soft voices, and the understanding of when to speak and when to pull back. And does that mean that East African or Somali women are not strong and opinionated? They very much so are, just as much most women are, right? Like this is a characteristic of women all around the world, and it's definitely not unique to any culture or region. But many traditional East African women do understand when to pull back, something that the younger generation, myself included, often falter in. So I believe it is this overall attitude, this balance of care, dignity, restraint, and femininity that... All right, I'm hoping this is a better camera lens. Hopefully this is brighter. So for me, no matter how many women walk the runways or pose and dance on TikTok, true beauty will never be what is just seen on the surface on these social media outlets. True beauty is cultivated quietly through motherhood, through femininity, and through a heart that understands who she is and how to sit most beautifully on her throne. And that is what truly makes us beautiful. Thank you so much for watching this episode and for sticking with me through to the end. If you've enjoyed anything in this episode, please make sure that you give me a like, comment, and subscribe and share. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. What do you think about everything that I've mentioned here? What do you think about Somali or Swahili women? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Assalamu alaikum.